Welcome to the official start of graded work and class for April 27th, Graphic Design Year 2. Welcome. For those that have not watched the previous videos that I've recorded, I would recommend on Canvas there's a link to modules. I would go back and look at the previous week and watch that video just so you get a general idea of how to maneuver and navigate through Canvas. But for now, what I want to show you is this. I want to explain what our basic week is going to look like, and then when the office hours are, and quote, class time that's optional, and then what work you'll be turning in and when it's due. So the basic structure of the way this course is going to work is we'll always start with this intro video. I highly recommend you watch that. It'll have a lot of answers to what you need for the week. Then for attendance, I'm going to be having you do this Ed puzzle question. These are links to a video where you'll be able to, I can embed questions in there. It'll grade it automatically. Those have to be done by Thursday. The questions that are in there are pretty straightforward, pretty basic. As long as you paid attention, you shouldn't lose any points on that. If you have issues getting into Ed Puzzle, which a few people have, it's working for about 90% of my students, but for a couple it wasn't working. I think it has to do with something on your end, depending on the device you're using, depending on if you're logged in with your Google account, not just logged into your Google account for Canvas, but actually on the browser that you're using needs to be logged into your school Google account. I've started to embed links to the Ed Puzzle that are separate inside of Canvas, so you should be able to get it to work. But I would hop on it at the beginning of the week. It is due by Thursday because I have to put attendance in at the school on Friday. Then you'll work on assignments, and I'll have different information and sections for each of those. I'll show you where this stuff is at on Canvas in a moment. But for this week, for those that have not recorded the Pinterest screencast, you'll be doing that by setting up your account for Pinterest, for Behance, and then Screencastify or Screencast-O-Matic. You'll be posting your up to 5-minute video in the discussion board. Then you're going to be putting in your band planning and Pinterest screencast, which I have a video that explains way more details about that. For the screencast assignment here, I have 4 different videos that I've recorded that are 4 minutes or less that walk you through step by step how to set up the Pinterest board, how to get stuff from Behance, and then how to use the screencasting software. So if you haven't seen those yet, I definitely have a lot of additional resources. Then there's an optional challenge exercise. This is going to have you Photoshop together 2 celebrities and see what kind of freakish child they would end up having. So you're welcome to do that. Not required, but it is something that you can throw in that could be interesting. And then the exit slip. The exit slip will be a simple Google form that you'll fill out. That'll be your name, the period. You'll answer a couple quick questions, and that's it. So as far as stuff that's going to be turned in this week, the Ed Puzzle needs to be posted and done by Thursday. For the screencast for the Pinterest screencast and for the band planning Pinterest screencast, you're going to be submitting both of those and the exit slip by May 3rd, that's Sunday, 11:59 p.m. So those are the 3 pieces that are due by Sunday. That is the piece right here that is due Thursday. Now, I also want to point out I've put notes in here that tell you where it's going. Like this one's going to a discussion board post. This one's being submitted into the assignment section. This is optional. This is a Google form. The questions are in the video. So on this page itself, it's a nice little checklist for you to be able to look at the end of the week and see if you have any questions. Now, as far as questions are concerned, the school has set up a schedule. I sent that out to you on an announcement. If you did not see the announcement in Canvas, go to announcements and you'll find the link there. This is a schedule that the school has set up for the times and periods that are available for teachers and students to meet. This is optional. However, I highly encourage coming at the open office hours on Tuesday at the beginning of the week so I can help address any questions or help you with some technical support. It's very challenging to do technical support through email or through messages. So I need your help. I need you. If you want me to help you, you need to send me a very detailed list of what you're trying to do and then what the issue is. If you can include screenshots or photos of the error messages or the links that are not working, that will help me out quite a bit. I've been getting emails already from people, and some of the email messages are, "It's not working." I'm like, I don't know what to tell you with that one. That one's really, really hard. And it's like, well, what's not working? How is it? What browser are you using? What device are you using? Is it a phone? Is it a Mac? Is it a laptop? I will try to do everything I possibly can to help you troubleshoot, but one of the challenges is each of you are using different browsers. You're using different devices. You've got different possible settings that are happening on your computers or your devices. So it's very hard for me to troubleshoot over email without a ton of information. So that's why I have this open office hour on Tuesday from 8 to 9, because you can actually share your screen with me, and I can actually see exactly what the issue is and try to help you there. Now, as far as the class meeting times, once again, these are optional. The school has set up for Fridays to be 5th and 6th period. The time on Friday is 8 to 9 for 5th period, and from 10 to 11 for 6th period. So let me show you in Canvas how the rest of this is structured. So right here within Canvas, if you have not seen or watched any of the other videos that I've recorded, I'd recommend when you get into Canvas, if this will load, it's running a little slow. Okay, it's running very slow. Sorry about that. All right, there we go. So right here for graphic design year 2, the way the class website is set up is I've got the links here. The major ones you're going to be working with the most are going to be your modules. Over here is your menu structure to where you can get to all the additional information. But modules is your key area. Announcements, you'll see here, this lists things in as the most recent to the oldest. Now, if you go to any of these previous ones, if you have not read through these, I'd recommend read through these. It has a lot of information, including forms that I need you to fill out, links to the blog that I've created, and a lot more information about the schedules for the whole entire school, as well as information for the week, such as this one. This one has the link to the intro that I gave for the previous week, or 2 weeks ago, and then another one for last week as well. So there's a lot of information that's here that's available. So just take your time, work your way through it, and see what's there. Now, as far as general week to week, once you're caught up, you can go to the modules section. The way I have the modules section set up is I have them broken down into weeks. So each week has a list of what you're doing. There's the video, Ed Puzzle, here's the assignment, there's a challenge, there's a resource for the challenge, and there's the exit slip. For this week, you've got your video that you're watching now. You do this Ed Puzzle. It's super short, very simplistic approach of designing a band logo, but I think it's interesting enough. And like I said, it's for my attendance. You have this band project intro. This band project intro has links to, or it has the video. This is the one that you're really going to want to watch. This is going to give you all of the information of the stuff that we'll be working on for this project for at least the next 5 weeks. So this is a lot of stuff, but I'm going to break it down step by step as the weeks go on. This is a link to a PDF file of the presentation itself, the slides. This is the band planning form you're going to fill out, and this explains what you're doing with the band logos, what you're doing for your screencast, and the other ideas. Now, in the discussion board section, what's over here, this discussion board is where you're going to post your challenge. It's where you're going to post the Pinterest screencast like Jade has already done right here. So this is where you'll be posting it. Now, in the instructions, there are videos that will tell you how to create that, how to create the board, and everything else. So it's from a distance, one of the big challenges is you're going to have to do a decent amount of the work to try to figure stuff out on your own. So you need to be proactive, read all the stuff that I have, watch all the videos that I have, and then ask me questions. All right, so good luck with this week. Definitely the next step is finish the Ed Puzzle and then watch the video that's here for the band project intro and all of the rest of the stuff will be listed here under 427.